Yes, guys, welcome in everyone, welcome in. Thank you very much. If this is your first time over here as well, big up to everyone. Thank you very much for the Coppish boys redirecting over as well. Hopefully Cal, I think we're just waiting. Cal will be over in a bit as well. Guys, as you know, we usually go to Monts' channel on a Monday after Coppish, but Monts, he's getting over Carnival, he's getting over Carnival. He's not in the right right frame of mind right now. So big up the monster if he's watching, but much love to you, my man, and I hope you had a great carnival. Can't even talk. Carnival. And I think he was in Norway as well. So yeah, big up the monster doing big things. Here's Cal right now. Let's get Cal in. There we go. There he is. There he is. Evening. Yeah, I was just saying that Monts is feeling all right after his Carnival exploits. Yeah. Also, I believe he's been in Norway. I believe he's been in Norway as well. Been in Norway apparently as well.
How is it? Has people seen has Mont's been posting online or something?
Yeah, I think Big Six Bands put something up on their YouTube community page, I think. And yeah, I think Mont's has been in Norway this week and at Carnival.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, so
living La Vida Loca.
Yeah. So we'll let Monts be for 1 week only. Yeah. So we're over here, guys. We'll let him be. But big up to everyone here. Jamie didn't not go to Carnival. No, I don't think this face, no.
I'll be honest. No. I couldn't. The last time I went Carnival, I was probably in my maybe early, probably before I was a teenager.
I've
never been a Carnival person personally.
No, I'm a stay-at-home, watch it at home guy. That's what I am. Big up to everyone subscribing as well. Appreciate it as well. And everyone who's come over from Coppish if it's your first time over here. Thank you very much. And happy birthday to everyone who's got birthdays as well in the chat. I've got no beat. I can't drop nothing. I could drop it. I could drop you a swear word. I mean, I'm good at that, but I've got no beat, unfortunately. But guys, don't forget to go and get the likes up. I would appreciate all the mods in the chat. Mods, if you can make sure everyone is paying their rent when they come in. Don't let them in if they don't pay the rent. You know what it is. This is acid party in the 90s. 20 quid to get in. Hit that like. Do you know what I'm saying? Hit that like button to get in, guys. And yeah, we should have a good show. We're going to talk about all the mad transfer business going on right now. But before we get on with the transfer business, obviously Liverpool played a game on the weekend that's sort of forgotten about all of a sudden. But we'll just go quickly touch over it. 2 wins in a row, Cal. Clean sheets. 4 goals. Comfortable. What are we saying?
Love it. Love it. Do you know what is crazy? And I'm not even going to sit here and act like I'm a better football fan than anyone else, or everyone's entitled to their opinion, right? But I'm seeing Liverpool fans, not in the majority, but I'm seeing Liverpool fans saying, "Oh, it's boring. It's boring." I never understood. When did winning become boring? When did winning in a controlled way become boring? And not to mention, 2-0 sounds like, just a mediocre win. Jota had a heroic shot saved pretty much by the defender. Salah had another shot that was saved. Like, we could have had more goals, but for Diaz. Diaz had a shot which was brilliantly saved by Flecken. That game could have finished 4-5-0. Yeah. It didn't finish 4-5-0, not because we were wasteful, but because Brentford defended so well. So I think sometimes you have to give credit to the defenders and be like, we got 2 today. It could have been a lot more if the defenders weren't on job. They were on job.
Yeah.
We won the game. There was no drama. There was no injuries. Players, despite wanting to come off or not, got rested. Like, I'm loving this. Look, maybe I'm just getting old, innit? You see the heart attack football and every week is a 3-2 or 4-3. Miss me out now, man. In my teens and my 20s, when I'm younger, yeah, I can live with that. 3 kids down and in my 30s, no, I'm good, man. Give me 2-0 all season. 2-0 all season.
Yeah.
Love it.
What is it you said we couldn't do last season? Win games 2-0.
Yeah,
Win games
keep clean
1-0.
sheets. Score first.
Oh, novelty. What was you feeling when you saw midfielders running back and side lacking into defence and getting back into areas of the pitch that they should have got back into?
Beautiful. Jay, like I never saw Konate isolated once because Trent was in midfield. I think we saw Trent. I think we saw Trent isolated once when Lewis Potter cutting on the right and shot, but it was straight alley pretty much. Like defensive structure. Bear in mind, we're playing in midfield of Gravenberch and McAllister, neither of whom are natural DMs. And our team isn't being run through. Now, granted, it's Ipswich and it's Brentford at home. It's a very different situation with Man United. We'll see a lot in that game, in my opinion. As of right now, the structure's brilliant. We're defending with a 4-2-4 sometimes or a 4-1-4-1. We're attacking. When we're attacking, like the amount of time Szoboszlai had time to drive through the pitch and he had 3 options.
Options.
Oh, this is football. This is football, man. 92% passing accuracy.
Yeah, ain't that the most ever in the Premier League or something like that?
He don't want wasted motion. He says not every pass has to be a killer, Jay.
No, not everything.
Jay, we're both fight fans, right?
Yeah.
How often do you see fighters just throw Hail Marys every single punch they throw? It can't. They get fatigued, right?
Yeah.
You'll throw a jab. You might throw in a little takedown. You might throw a little hook. Unless you're Alex Pereira, obviously, where you just
then he just kills
someone in it, they get knocked out. But
yeah,
you can't throw your biggest shots every second of every fight because you gas out in a minute or two. That's what Liverpool were doing.
Okay, let me show you this on the screen.
Oh,
this is when we're this is when we're 1-0 up and we're trying to control possession. This is the 21st minute when we're 1-0 up.
Yeah, I didn't realize you're showing this sort of content.
I know.
This should be on Patreon, bro. Like.
It's rated R stuff here, guys. Rated R. Look at the difference here. So we got a back 3 there where Robbo's tucked in, Virgil and Konate. Got that double pivot of Trent and Gravenberch. Where, Cal, to be fair, you've been saying that Trent could end up a lot this season. Then you got that forward line. Look, Salah wide. Look how wide Salah and Diaz are. And then look at the middle. Jota, Szoboszlai and Maka. It's look, we're occupying. We got more attackers than they got defenders.
Brentford don't know what to do. Don't know what to do.
It's definitely a new way that I still think the team are getting used to as well, because you can tell in that first half as well. Although I think we had easy control in that first half, I don't think Brentford really did much. It was a bit slow, maybe a bit pedestrian at times, where Slot maybe wanted a bit more aggression in the midfield. It's just the players adapting, ain't it? They've had 7 years of a wonderful manager working his way, and now they're trying to adapt to a new man who is quite similar to Klopp, but it's also quite similar to the way Pep plays as well with possession. Yeah. So they're trying to get their heads around, we don't have to go box to box constantly. We can hold and stick, and there's no. But you can tell the players are not too sure still, are they?
Yeah, I love it, Jay. And what I feel he does really well is it's not just one size fits all. Like I felt as though football under Klopp, look, 90% of the time it worked, but football under Klopp was we play the way we play no matter who we play against. I don't think we'll see that with Slot. I think he'll adapt his approach to the opposition, whether it be before games or during games as well. And again, I say this with no disrespect to these managers. And look, we could go to Man United and we could lose. It's absolutely real possibility. But it took Arteta, I'd say 3 years to develop an identity at Arsenal. Ten Hag still hasn't developed an identity at Manchester United, in my opinion. Chelsea managers come and go, so it's, can't really do anything there. Spurs are kind of the same, although I would say Ange has kind of established a playing style as well now. Man City, it took Pep a calendar year, in my opinion, and a record-breaking transfer window to establish a playing style. Slot's coming to a team which has no new players, and in my opinion, he's established a playing style with players who were very used to a previous regime. Now, the difference, granted, between our team and those teams is Klopp left this team in a brilliant way. Foundation-wise, sensational. But even still, to establish a playing style already and a philosophy, I think it is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah. There's no doubt about it. He's definitely getting what the players. Well, you hear the players in interviews. They're like, the manager's very direct with us. He's very, he speaks well to us. We're starting to understand what he wants us to do. It's very quick. What we're doing. So look, let's have a look at this one. So,
Jamie.
So this is where apparently Slot likes to play through the central areas, and he likes to overload the central areas in progressive passes. Now, in the second half, Liverpool, I thought, was far more aggressive in the midfield in the second half and started popping the ball off a lot quicker. And you can see the makeup of the team here, where this is where the overload they're trying to get in the midfield in that central area. And there's I can understand what Slot's trying to do. The way he plays his fullbacks, where they underlap the centre backs to try and it's to put the opposition off. Like where them fullbacks going, they're underlapping, they're going wide. So then they're worried that the wingers are going to go wide. So then the defence has to stretch out a little bit more, where Liverpool then can go through the middle. Also, Slot's doing something I wanted us to do last season a little bit, was when we have to take our foot off the gas a little bit. Don't need to chase. When you're 1-0 up, you don't need to chase the second goal in 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And you can let the opposition come onto you a little bit by keeping the passing and keeping the moving, Cal. I don't know about you, but I like that.
I love it.
I like that.
I love it. The amount of times we would burn ourselves out, like under Klopp, we always used to say, like, for the first 60, 70 minutes, we're electric. And then shortly after that, you're sitting there going, well, we're only 2-1 up with 10 minutes to go and the players are looking leggy. Not one of those players looked tired yesterday.
No, we got it's like we grew into the game in both games, Ipswich and the Brentford game. So on paper, we can say we should win these games anyway. They're games that Liverpool should win no matter who the manager is. And it's a great point people make when we talk about it. But we saw look, would we have gone a goal down against Ipswich if we played like last season?
With Ipswich, possibly, yeah.
Yeah, and it's just not. We might have won that game 5-1 because Klopp is more offensive.
Yeah.
So we might have won that game 5 or 6-1, but we might have gone a goal down and felt a bit nervous. And I think with Slot, is more. How do I say this? I think he's more.
Trent and Salah would have played 90 minutes in that game as well.
Yeah. I think, does it sound bad when I say Slot seems more business-like? Like he's not here to be, like he just wants the game to be won, and any way to do it. It doesn't matter if he upsets a player. If he upsets a player, like with the Trent being upset.
I think he's been blowing that proportion.
Is it really a bother? I feel Trent was feeling himself in the second half and starting to get into the game, was just knocking the ball back for fun, and he could see Brentford's legs were absolutely knackered, and he thought he was just going to run the show. And he was just enjoying himself, and he got taken off, and I don't think he wanted to. But I think Slot killed it in the press conference when he said he's saving Trent for the whole season. It's not just about today, it's about the end of the season.
But didn't I say last season we were like 3-0 up against Villa, I believe, at Anfield. And I was like, why is Szoboszlai on the pitch? Why is Salah still on the pitch? Why are these players still on the pitch? And why are they sprinting so hard?
Yeah. We
were 2-0 up yesterday. We brought off Trent, who in my opinion is our most creative player, alongside Salah, who we also brought off. Maintain these players. I'll be honest, if we could have brought off Virgil yesterday, I'd have brought off Virgil as well. Like, you wing, like Pep Guardiola's a master at doing it. When Kevin De Bruyne was having the seasons of his life, you see the first 10 games of the season, Kevin wasn't even playing all the games, or he wasn't playing and finishing the games. Like, and then at the end of the season, everyone's like, "Oh, KDB's carried them to a title." Well, yeah, of course he has, because he's fresh
as a daisy. Yeah,
even pre-season, we didn't have a long pre-season. This pre-season, Man City are notorious for having short pre-seasons as well, which is why they usually start the season slow, and then by October, November, they're in a stride, and they're like, all right, catch us if you can.
Like,
we've changed things up, and we're gonna see the fruit. We're going to see the fruits of our labor. We are.
Yeah, I
really
agree. Yeah, and that's all I keep saying about it. It's like, if you look at Arsenal, Man City last season, towards going into the end of the season, they were the two freshest teams in the league.
Yeah.
And they barely have any injuries as well. You know, them two teams didn't have any injuries. I think last season, injuries caught Liverpool up towards the end of the season.
Yeah.
And we were just shattered. We're hoping that don't happen this season. And the way we're going to play, I think, gives us more rest on the ball. So I think injuries would be less in-game than they were before as well. I've got another one. Are you ready for this one?
Well, I don't know. I got a Vaseline here.
So this is Liverpool's pass. This is Liverpool's passes from Opta against Brentford.
This looks like a drawing one of our kids would make, and we'd have to pretend we think it's amazing, isn't it?
So the red lines you see are 551 successful passes. The grey lines that you barely see are 51 unsuccessful passes. So there were 602 passes in all by Liverpool in that game, and they had a 92% pass accuracy.
Goodness me! I'm just about seeing the grey ones.
Yeah, that's mad. And that and I said it in my watch, and I don't know if you guys picked it up as well. Is that what I think Liverpool were doing, and what Liverpool are going to try and do on the slot is wear the opposition's legs out with possession. So, like City do, look how tired teams against City are towards the end of games. You know, because they just keep the ball, keep the ball, keep the ball. Arsenal the same last 2 years, keep the ball, keep the ball, keep the ball.
Yeah.
No, I've always said I don't really like keeping the ball for the sake of keeping the ball. But if you're keeping the ball you've got your plan is to wear out the opposition. So by the end of the game, you take full advantage, you bring your subs on, you're fresh-legged, and you can go for the kill. I'm all for it. I rather look, let's face it, no guy likes finishing early. They like to finish later, yeah? So Liverpool under Klopp, it's no disrespect to Klopp. He's a great man, as I keep saying. Last season, we burnt out after an hour almost sometimes. You know, because we went full throttle. You can only do full throttle so long. You know, Klopp will say it himself. His football's mental. It just is. You know, to actually win the amount of trophies that we won with Klopp playing that way is a testament to how good Jurgen Klopp is as a coach. Because it's mental playing that way, and it was exciting. Do you also think this is the reason Anfield was a little bit quiet? Because we've got to get used to maybe the more patient approach to the chaotic approach that we used to have.
Maybe. I find it really difficult to speak on streams about Anfield because, one, I'm a Londoner. I don't get to go to as many games.
Yeah, we're not there. Yeah, it's a good point.
I'm technically a quote-unquote armchair fan. Plus, I'm a streamer as well. So it's like, yeah, you can sit there and speak about what you want behind your little camera and keyboard. I've said this for a little while now. I believe the Liverpool fans at Anfield are quiet because they've been spoiled over the years. And I don't say that in a rude way. We've been spoiled with fantastic football.
I get that.
So football, when they're at the ground, because they've seen so many amazing things, they're not just going to get off the seat for anything now. Whereas back in the day, we wouldn't see some amazing things. So we'd probably get up for games a bit more. But now we can almost take it for granted. Like, I guarantee you, everyone who travelled as a Liverpool fan to that game yesterday said, we're going to win this game. No one thought to themselves, I wonder if this is going to be a tough one. We've got to really get up for this one and help the boys. They're just like, this is Brentford at home. We're winning this. So
this is also
MP's right as well. Yeah, probably priced out diehard fans. Well, not probably, have.
I think all football stadiums now are marketing themselves and more exclusive clientele, aren't they?
Absolutely. But yeah, I think it's I don't get, because if I go to Anfield, I'd want to shout and sing all game. But again, I don't get to go to Anfield every week, so it's probably a different experience for me. People who are able to go to Anfield every week, it's a way for them to get away, enjoy the game. And yeah, as you said, like, we've been spoiled with some of the fantastic football over the years, where it's like we take it for granted now that these lot are going to turn up and beat teams. So maybe we need to get back to that. Let's just sing for the sake of it.
Yeah, and I think sometimes you're going to get people that they want to sing, but because a couple of people
No one else
are
isn't.
not,
Yeah,
they don't want to start it, so they're a bit shy about it. And I get that. And I think once some people start going, the others start going, and you're all having fun, ain't you? And I think that's look. It's early days in football under Jurgen Klopp. I was about to say they're so used to it.
I know it's still hard. I still have to find. I think because the name sounds similar as well.
Arne Slot. Yeah, it's very easy off the tongue, ain't it? So yeah, with Arne Slot, it's very early days. Obviously, we've got Man United on the weekend. That's going to be a huge game. That's going to tell us a lot. With Arne Slot, though, because I don't think he's going to play the occasion.
I agree. I worry that some of the players usually do, though.
Players usually do, don't they? Because what we've had, I think a lot of Liverpool fans have had this argument against United in previous years. I know we've smashed United a few times, and we have 5-0 and stuff like that. Great performances, but there's been quite a lot of times we've gone to Old Trafford, beaten a superior team in the last few years. Let's face it, and sort of playing the occasion and not the 11 we're facing. Which is nowhere near as good as us. Even with their new bright players they bought this summer, their 11 is nowhere near as good as Liverpool's strongest 11. So we should go there and do the business. And that's going to be a big game for Slot. If he can go out of that game without conceding and winning that game as well, I think Liverpool fans are going to be very, very happy.
I'm just thinking of your statement, Jay. All right, so goalkeeper obviously Alisson, right back Trent.
Yeah, I'm taking Trent over
anyone. Centre backs, I'm taking. Centre backs, I'm taking.
Konate.
Robbo at left back. Although I do rate Mazraoui, but I'm
Mazraoui, Robbo. I've seen more. We've all seen more of Robbo than we have.
Yeah, we see. Yeah, exactly. And Mazraoui is a right back as well by trade.
I would have Bruno Fernandes. I do think he's a good player, man.
So would I. I'd have him over Szoboszlai.
Yeah, but I'd have him McAllister over whoever they play midfield.
Well, yeah, who plays in midfield with Kobe Mainoo?
Kobe Mainoo started the season terribly.
He has, to be fair. I mean, you could argue between Kobe Mainoo and Gravenberch, even though Gravenberch had a good start to the season. Last season, Mainoo was way better than Gravenberch.
If I'm going on right now, I'm probably taking Grav.
Then obviously McAllister starts in there as well.
Yeah, because Casemiro, he's not.
Casemiro's legs have gone.
He's not the player he was. And then up front's Liverpool's forward line.
Yeah, I was going to say right wing.
It's Liverpool's forward line, isn't it?
Yeah, jeez. Yeah. So it's only one position, maybe two positions on the pitch you could maybe debate.
Yeah. It's just, the team's good. And right, this will link us to transfers now. Big up to everyone in the chat. It's over 400 people in the chat. Big up to everyone here. Thank you very much for joining me and Cal on this late evening, going into your Tuesday morning. We do appreciate it. But we only got 134 likes.
Yeah, so it's got 300 minimum, guys.
So yeah, guys, make sure you're hitting that fun button. What it does, it helps YouTube channels grow, believe it or not. It puts you in that magical algorithm where add my channel, Coppish channel, anyone's channel can pop up on a feed that no one's ever seen our channels before, and they can view it and like it or dislike it or whatever they want, but gives them the opportunity to do it. So yeah, get it a fun button. I'd really, really appreciate it. Be out Lauren in the chat as well. Hope you're doing well. Yes, exactly, Lauren. I agree. We should beat them if we play our way, no doubt about it. That's if it's not flooded there, obviously, when we play them. But look, going.
I feel I've annoyed a few people by saying Bruno over Szoboszlai. Everyone knows how much I rate Szoboszlai.
I like Bruno. I think Bruno's a very good player.
I'm gonna say I've got to be objective, man. Like Bruno is very good. He's just playing in a rubbish team.
Yes, he's a prick, and we can.
Personally,
I don't like. I mean, I don't think he would get away with his antics at a Liverpool or anything like that, because it'd be stamped out straight away. He's allowed to get away with it at Man United because Ten Hag's got the discipline of like a 4-year-old, don't he? So he's not going. No, who actually listens to Ten Hag? No. It don't look like he's got any discipline in it all. So yeah, he is a tremendous footballer. I will give him credit.
Excellent, man.
Yeah, I will give him credit. Right, transfers. So obviously we're going to get to the Chiesa stuff in a bit. We'll go over a conversation about that.
Wild day, isn't it?
Yeah. What I want to talk about first is Cal's favourite player, Tyler Morton. So Tyler Morton,
just saying, isn't it? Shabby going on loan. What I said the midfielder is.
So Tyler Morton obviously had a great loan spell at Hull. I believe before that, it was at Blackburn the year before that as well, wasn't it? I believe.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of praise on his loans at Blackburn and Hull, especially at Hull. I think he was absolutely killing it. I think he got their player of the year, actually, if I remember rightly.
He did.
He had a great season, came to look back at Liverpool. There's a lot of, he looks like a talent. He looks like a talent, but Bayer Leverkusen apparently put in a loan deal for him. And I'm actually happy that it's just a loan deal, Cal, because I don't think selling him is the right thing to do. I understand the Bobby Clark sale. I do understand that bit of business. 10 million, let's face it, for still an academy player, does make sense with that massive sell-on clause as well. But Tyler Morton, I think, is ahead of all them guys, personally.
Oh, yeah, he is.
So loaning him, do you think that's the right idea at the moment? Because if Liverpool see him as an 8, maybe, which I think they do, same with Stefan, who we're going to talk about in a minute. If he's seen as an 8, he's probably not going to get into the team and play enough football to help his growth this season. So do you reckon loaning him, especially at Alonso at Bayern, right thing to do?
Perfection, bro. I didn't want to sell Tyler because I do think he can do a job for us in the future, but I also understood he wasn't ready right now. I think it's perfect. I think he goes and plays in a very competitive league for a very competitive team. He's going to get Champions League experience. Can be managed by one of the best young managers in the world, if not the best young manager in the world. A team who's on a high after winning the league for the first time. I mean, it ticks all the boxes. He might not get as much game time as he got at Hull, but he's also going to learn about fighting for your place in the team, and when you get it, to keep it as well. So I'm over the moon with this. I didn't want to sell Tyler Morton. I really didn't.
Yeah.
I actually wanted to keep him, but if we're going to lose him, if it's on a loan, I'm fine with it. So it's all ticked on me.
No, I agree. Before I carry on, I just forgot there was a super chat from the Hers, but he says, respect, guys. If we don't start beating the so-called top 6 teams, we're going to fall short again. I agree. I think we do need to take points off them this season. I agree with that. Big up Hers, man. Sorry, I missed that a minute ago, my friend. Loaning Tyler Moore. When I look at the players we've let go, Carvalho got sold for a decent price with decent sell-on clauses. I think all the sell-on clauses are 17.5%, I believe, for everybody so far we sold. So they've got something in mind there. Harvey Blair's gone, Carvalho's gone, Bobby Clark's gone. They're the 3. I think they're the 3 standout academy coming through, being sold. Kumas has gone on loan, I believe, and scored on his debut.
Yeah.
He looks like really lively
in that game.
Yeah, and he signed a new deal before he went as well. So he looks like, I think they did that with Conor Bradley as well, where he signed a new deal before he went on loan. The club thought something about him, so maybe they feel something about Kumas. Tyler Morton again on loan, if the truth be told. A year in Germany under Xabi Alonso, man.
It's a dream, isn't it?
Obviously Xabi Alonso sees something in him. I think this deal is good for him and it's good for Liverpool.
Yeah.
Because it's going to make him a better player playing in that environment, in a winning team at this moment in time as well. He's going to be challenged again for a lot of honours this season, under a very good coach. He's going to improve his game, and I like the fact he's going to Germany, Cal. I like the fact he's leaving the country and playing in the top. He's playing in what, the 3rd best league in the world? Yeah,
I love everything about it. Everything about it. I could not complain about the option.
Man, it's good for him, man. I think I saw Ben Doak maybe going on loan as well. Also, there was rumours about selling Ben Doak as well. What do you think on Ben Doak? It's a bit of a strange one with Ben Doak, because I look at him and I think he's a talented boy, but I think we've had young wide players before his age that were a little bit better than where he is.
Yeah, I think the Ben Doak stuff is based on the PR he got last summer. And it really frustrated me when it happened, but it frustrates me even more now. I think because of the PR he got last summer, everyone expects him to be way better than he actually is. He's at the level he should be for what he is.
Yeah.
He should never have been Salah's backup last season. He was never ready for that.
No, I felt for him.
He's been playing more because players like Kai Gordon were injured for a sustained period and Musialowski fell out with the club. But he's not more talented, in my opinion, than those two players. Ben Doak should have been in the under-23s for a full season and not even brought up to the main team at all last summer. We should have signed another winger so that he wouldn't even have been in the firing line. I think a loan move is fine. If I'm going to be totally honest, even though I wouldn't expect a load from him, at the same age, I feel as though Kai Gordon already had end product or some sort of indication of an end product. I don't get that from Ben Doak. I get a player who can beat players, but when it gets to making, when it comes to making the final pass or the final shot, I don't see what's there. But I think that could come, and if it does, then we're on to a brilliant player.
Yeah. Look, there is something about Ben Doak. I can understand what gets people excited because he does take players on. He dribbles. He's exciting to watch. Yeah, but he's very much a head down sort of guy. And I remember Jordan Ibe at 15, far better. Jordan Ibe. Yeah, Sterling, but at the same age, far better. Kai Gordon, as you said, was better.
Yeah,
he was better. So I think there's parts of Ben Doak's game that needs improving. But unfortunately for Ben Doak, he plays on one side of the pitch that he's never going to see game time in. Unless he, a lot of people think he's better off the left.
I think he's better off the left.
A lot of people say he's better off the left, but again, now he ain't getting in front of everyone on the left right now either. So he needs a loan. He said Kent was better as well.
Ryan Kent was so
good. So Ryan Kent reminds me of Doak, short, stocky,
better though.
But Ryan Kent always had his head up.
Yeah, had an end product as well.
Yeah, so I like. That's a great shout, and that's a great shout to be fair. But look, I want Ben Doak to have a great career. If it's at Liverpool or somewhere else, I just want all these players to have great careers, no matter where they go at the end of the day. We'll go on to Joe Gomez. Interesting one. I thought the rumours had finished. Gomez came back to training, but obviously, I think this is through Joe personally. I don't think it's through the club. I think Joe wants to move. But the club at the end of the day have got to make sure the move's right for everybody, ain't they? So I'm hearing at the moment, just see some rumours in the chat, and I just saw some rumours online as well that Newcastle will get bid 70 million for Marc Guehi. So if Guehi's going to Newcastle, I would assume the Palace rumours could be true that Joe Gomez goes to Palace. Now, it's ain't a dig at Palace. I do think Joe Gomez is better than Palace, personally.
Yeah, same. I love Palace. I've got a soft spot for him, my local team.
Yeah, he's around the corner from yourself, ain't it? It's not far. So, it's close to where Joe grew up as well, to be fair. I think Joe grew up in the Catford area, so it's not, South London. So it'd be around family, closer to family and stuff like that. I think he's better than Palace, but the only thing I will say, he will play every week, no matter what right now. And if Anderson's staying, it's going to be Gomez and Anderson at the back probably.
Isn't Anderson, hasn't he got, he's gone to Fulham already?
I don't know if he's gone yet.
I'm almost certain he's at Fulham now. I think he's at Fulham.
Chat, let us know if he's actually gone to Fulham, because I didn't know that. So Palace are getting absolutely robbed at the moment.
Palace, they made a lot of money though. 65 for Elise, 70 for Guehi.
They ain't got time to spend it though, have they?
30 mil for. They played a lot of money.
They've had the Ajax treatment.
Yeah,
when they got young quality players, and people have just come and we'll just go rob you of all these players.
All right, fully rate Joe Gomez. He's 27 now. He knows his next move could potentially be his last move. Not in the sense that he won't get another contract, but this could be his last move. If he goes Palace, the chance of him playing European football again could be quite low, which means he might not be higher up in the pecking order for the England squad, which I think is the main motivation for him leaving, is when he's get back in the England squad properly.
Yeah.
If I'm Joey, I'd try and get to an Aston Villa or a Newcastle, teams in and around those European spots where I have more. I may not play every single week, But when I do play, it's going to be under the spotlight of the England manager watching and the masses watching, so that they'll know I'm good enough. And plus, I want to be close to a team that's could be challenging for European or getting into Europe. Like if he goes to Aston Villa, it makes all the sense in the world. He'll still be playing Champions League. I think he's better than Konza.
Yep.
Not to be confused with Gerrard Kwanzaa. That's Konza at Aston Villa. I think he's better than Konza. Him and Pau Torres in the centre-back pairing, I think, does very well.
It makes sense, but I agree. And if you're looking at Gomez, and Gomez is looking to England to get back in that international side, problem is if Marc Guehi's got a spot now for England, and he's going from Palace to Newcastle, which is the other direction in your career, and Joe's going from Liverpool to Palace.
Yeah.
I don't think it gets him any better in the England squad.
Yeah.
No matter how well he plays.
What about West Ham? And then,
I've always said West Ham is the obvious shout.
I mean, they've got a player that we could do with. I mean,
I think West Ham's a great shout. I just don't know how much more money West Ham have got to spend.
Yeah, that's true.
They have spent a lot. Villa has spent a lot as well. So, you look at.
That's what I'm saying. Like, do we say to West Ham, "Oh, you've got a left-footed winger that we could do with, and we've got a centre back, so we'll give you a bit of money and you can take the centre back." I know.
I mean, I hear it. I do hear it.
We're throwing ideas out there. Big up West Ham, man. Big up.
Part of me, I like Kudus, yeah. But if he didn't have a ban coming up, part of me would take Paqueta.
Oh, of course.
Because I think Paqueta in this slot midfield, with his aggression, and he can play that deep. I'm not saying it's a 6, but he plays a little bit deeper in midfield. He's actually good there, ain't he? I think he absolutely cooks.
I'd have taken Paqueta I'd have taken Paqueta in a Klopp system.
I think he cooks, man. I think he's a quality midfielder. I think the only reason no one's looked at him because they probably think he's going to get a year back.
Not just. I tell you what, though, Jay, his mentality is a bit crazy though, because when things aren't going well for him, there's no in between. He's either phenomenal, or you look back on the game and go, "I cannot believe how poor he was today."
Yeah, he's a weird player. I do get it.
Sick,
but I actually prefer Paqueta deeper than I do in a 10. Because I think in a 10, he can sometimes... I think in the 10, he goes missing a bit sometimes, and that's not his fault. It's because the midfielders behind him playing for West Ham might not be getting the ball quick enough. But when he plays deeper for West Ham, he's more involved because he's an aggressive player. He's South America. He's aggressive, and I think he does well though. Like Joel Linton, he goes in that deep midfield role, aggressive midfielder. He's better than he is further up. There's something about that. But I think Palace. And talking about Palace, I don't know if you heard this rumor, Cal, but Sam McGuane or whatever said yesterday that apparently Palace are readying for Liverpool to come in for Eze.
Again, we both rate Eze very highly.
I think he's always the better out of the players out of him and Elise, personally.
But if there's 2 positions on the football pitch that we're stacked on, it's left wing and 10, right?
He can play in the 8 as well, can't he? I would say
he can, but would you want to? I mean, even that. Do we need any more 8s, Jay?
No, we've got shitloads.
Like literally the three positions he specializes in, we're stocked.
Oh, Bob thinks Eze may be a smoke screen for Walton,
I mean, for me, Eze works if you're going to get rid of a Gakpo or a Diaz.
Yeah. I mean, and Walton or Walton, I can't remember. I think it's Walton.
Walton,
he's had 6 good months.
Going to say yes early.
Do we take the gamble or do you wait? But then if Palace are getting weaker, he might not look as good. So people might, and then you might be able to get him cheaper because his value will go down. But in reality, he's still as good as he was the previous time. He's just playing a weaker squad now.
Here's the thing, Jay. If we were a team that we knew would sign him this summer and could potentially still sign another top DM next summer, then I'd be like, yeah, let's do it. But we're not run like that. So if we sign him, he's going to be our DM. And I don't think he's got enough experience yet to dictate.
Not yet. I'd rather it's mad
for that price as well. If it was 20 mil or something like that,
take it, and you don't have to play straight away, does he?
Like 76, 70, 80.
If you're playing top end, he's got to play, isn't he? So,
Yeah.
you know, because it does nothing to his confidence if you sit him out.
Yeah.
When he's costing that much. So, you know, it might sound, man, I know Grav's not a DM, but I'd rather stick with Grav right now because, you know, and wait for the more experienced the DM. But look, people are asking in the chat, and they're right to ask as well. If Gomez does leave, surely we've got to go for a centre back. We can't leave ourselves. We can't have the Lovren effect when we only have 3 centre backs.
I mean, Matip's already gone. I don't see why we haven't moved on a centre back already. I think we need a centre back anyway.
Well, so we've got 4 right now. I'm trying to think of everyone's depth in the centre back areas in the Premier League.
All right, so Man City have got John Stones, Ruben Diaz, Akanji, Ake, and Gvardiol. So they got 5 centre backs.
And one of them plays left back.
Yeah, Gvardiol, Ake can play left back.
Yeah.
Arsenal got
Calafiori,
Saliba, Tomiyasu, Gabriel, Kiwior, and Calafiori, and Ben White.
Yeah. So Ben White plays fullback.
He does, but he can play centre back.
Yeah, and
Tomiyasu plays right back and plays centre back. They've got Timber now as well.
Yeah, so yeah, they're quite. That's why I always said the Calafiori signing was weird to me. But yeah, there's like so the Liverpool need to really go. And mate, I think Jamie Carragher was saying it as well yesterday that Liverpool might look for that left-sided centre back that can play left back role, like Arsenal, Man City have done, and you see quite a few top teams in Europe now. It seems to be the left back role or the right back role. You know, they have that spare centre back. Is that something you might think we should look at? Because, you know, if you've got a 4th choice centre back and he's centre back only, he's barely going to play if Kanate and Virgil stay fit. So would you rather that sort of, because we know the left back area for Liverpool is, you know, I thought Robbo was all right yesterday, to be fair, but
he was.
Tsimikas is dog in my. So I
was going to say, I think it depends on Tsimikas, bro. I think if Tsimikas leaves, then I think that opens up the position. Because again, if Joey's staying, then because you've always got to factor in what if someone gets suspended or injured as well. I personally think, and again, I know I don't want this to be taken out of context. All love to Klopp. I think Slot will rotate more than what Klopp did.
I think it already has in the last 2 games.
Yeah, so I think we'll see a world whereby, like your likes of Joe Gomez and Kwanzaa and these players will get more time. Big up Lakers as always. Has he really?
So apparently the rumor going around to Braithwaite as a release clause. So it don't, so they can't do anything about it if Liverpool come in. Now
it must be high though, because Man United bid like, was it 60 mil, still couldn't get him, right?
Yeah, I think it's a 70 million release. That's the rumor. Yeah, so the rumour's got a release clause. Right. He can play left back as well, by the way.
Can he though?
Yeah, Braithwaite can apparently play left back.
He's 6'5".
Who plays left back for Newcastle?
Oh, Burns.
Yeah, I mean,
he's like 6'7", isn't it?
Yeah, so apparently he can play left back. He's not like going to be a Robbo or a Trent as a fullback. You know, he's just going to be like a Gomez at left back. Would you, if he can play left back? Yeah, I mean, I think he's the best under 23-year-old defender in the league. Well, under 21, maybe. Under 21, 21, yeah.
Him, Kwanzaa, and Kanate to take us into the future.
Yeah.
Come on, J-Man. Where do you sign up?
Yeah. I mean, I like the guy. I think he's a talent. I just don't want him going to Man United and Man City. Because I
United now.
I can see City coming in for him next year, you know. I think they took Stones from Everton. I think Stones is very injury prone at the moment. There's a few issues with Stones. Been there a while. I think they might look to cash in on Stones next year, Man City, and bring in Braithwaite.
I can see that, yeah.
I can see it happening. So I would, you know, I'd bring him in. Imagine yes, you say Braithwaite and Kwanzaa. There's your future. Done.
So here's the thing.
And you got your present.
I think if Braithwaite comes in, I don't think we sell Tsimikas. But if someone like a Hincapié comes in, then I do think we sell Tsimikas. I don't see Braithwaite playing left back. I don't think he'd work at left back. I don't know if he's nimble enough to play left back.
bringing him in, but like, what is that I showed you a minute ago? How many centre backs are there, Cal?
3.
Mm.
But here's the thing: if you're playing 3 at the back, then it works. If you're not, but remember, slot transitions between the 4 and 3.
It seems to be very fluid.
Any football's fluid as anything.
Mm.
I think for me, again, I'll just say it straight, Jay. I like this idea because I don't want to see Virgil having to play every single game.
Yes, he plays on the left side, don't he? So
yeah, if we had Brentford from the beginning of the season, obviously Virgil kicks off your first game of the season, in the second he plays them against the Man United game. But let's say it was, I don't know, Southampton at home, which was the 5th game of the season. With all due respect to Southampton, they've just come up. Branthwaite and Konate, or Branthwaite and Quan. I'd probably go Branthwaite and Konate at centre back, and Virgil gets the day off. Like, I'm good with that, man.
I love that name. Board manager energy, you know. Yeah, Shay, to get the best out of Trent, you need a proper defensive left back. Do you know what? Yeah, I mean, I'll give this to Robbo. I thought his passing was off, but I think his running off the ball was excellent, making space for Diaz. And I actually think he defended well. Which did let Trent do what he did on that side. And apparently Slot likes, if one's going vert, the other one has to stay back. He doesn't like both fullbacks going at the same time.
Yeah.
So you don't have an overload. You know, you have some defensive stability at the back. So yeah, like Braithwaite, if he comes in low, that's your present and your future.
63 mil for Braith. Would you think that's good money? 63 mil.
Look, I've seen him now for 12 months at Everton, and I thought he's prem proven. He's a young guy. He's got all the ability in the world to be a top centre back right now. And if I'm looking around Europe, can I get a player better than him for half the money? Maybe. But it's a risk. He's not a risk for me. And I think it makes all the sense in the world. Now, if he's got a release clause, just go and pay it. If he hasn't, dealing with Everton's going to be impossible. But Everton, look, I don't know how Everton do this. They owe 777 money, and they were the company that tried to buy Everton. So I don't understand how that works. Apparently, they owe him like 200 mil. Cheers. And they try to buy Everton. So I don't know how Everton owe him money. Everton
Here's the thing. I look
a lot of financial issue.
In an ideal world, it would be Bastoni or Schlotterbeck for that left centre back.
Yeah, Schlotterbeck's a player, man. Yeah.
And they can both play left back as well, but it doesn't seem like we're going to get either one. So
yeah. When it Don Carlo bought him.
Yeah, it was.
In the first
and
place.
He's been on loan and then came back.
Didn't he go on loan to PSV and killed it in PSV as well? This kid is a talent, man. He's a talent. So if I'm Liverpool looking for a centre back to replace Joe Gomez, and what else is he, Cal? What else is he?
Homegrown.
There you go. Right.
Do you know what? Shout out to Mike and D Dubs in the comments. I keep on hearing about Lukeba, and the reason I don't speak about him because I don't want to be disingenuous. I've never sat there and watched Lukeba play, so I can't sit there and be like, "Yeah, Lukeba's sick." But a lot of people mention Lukeba. I've
never really seen him. I don't even know where he plays. I might be cold.
So he's left-footed. He's a left-footed centre back who can also play left back. But I've never sat back. I've never watched the game. Leipzig.
That's now I know. Yeah. So this is a guy. A lot of people in my chat. I see it in a lot of Liverpool content creators.
Yeah, we get a lot in the
talking about this guy. Well. I don't look. I'm going to say I've never watched him play. I'll be honest. And if I have watched Leipzig play, I've never noticed him.
Yeah, I've never watched it.
For him. Yeah. So yeah, maybe if he's as good as everyone says, maybe look Liverpool. I know don't look it right now, but I do think they're probably looking at players behind the scenes, and they've probably got a list off right now that we don't know about. But yeah, maybe he's one of them. Maybe he's one. I have no idea, to be honest. But I do think if Gomez goes, Liverpool buy a centre back, and if it's this late in the window, it might have to be from the same league we're in now. You know.
Yeah, I mean, could do a lot worse than Branthwaite. Could do a lot worse.
You don't have to move house.
No,
You know,
to
it just
be
walks
fair, he
across.
might actually have to.
He might have to. He might have to come to the red side a little bit.
Yeah,
But
might.
you know, you don't have to move far.
Yeah. He's still close.
He can walk to work. You know, it's it's all
like
like
literally like.
It makes sense. It makes sense. So, let's talk about it. And so, obviously, the big transfer news today was Chiesa, sort of like out of nowhere. Fabrizio dropping it on everyone, then Paul Joyce backing it up as well, and then wrote a massive article about it in the Times. Other people have followed on suit. So I've been researching it. So last night, the night before, 24 hours ago now, Fabrizio said that Barcelona were close, right? He did on one of his channels. I don't think it's on his YouTube channel. I think it's on his playback channel when he was talking about it. It was close to Barcelona. But Barcelona can't afford the contract, and they've never offered him a contract so far. So Fabrizio today has gone back on, because people have been quoting his tweet from 24 hours ago. I thought it was just Liverpool, and he basically went and told everyone, look, Barcelona have spoke to Juventus about the player, but they've not spoken to the player. Apparently what Fabrizio is saying, that Liverpool spoke to the player. And contract's not an issue. Now, Paul Joyce has backed this up as well. James Pearce has backed this up today as well. Now, Liverpool wouldn't have shot themselves in the foot twice, would they, Cal?
Oh, I mean, yeah. Yeah, we kind of would, bro. Like, it wouldn't be the first time, Jay. Let's be honest about it. It wouldn't be the first time.
I mean, we're still getting over it. I mean, like,
yeah, I'm still not over it.
No, and I've got some of that news coming up as well that people might like to hear. I've got this. Yeah, got a bit of a spidey sense going on. I'm going to let everyone into it in a minute.
Sorry, just on the Barca thing, am I right in saying they're trying to get Chiesa and then trying to get him to replace Rafinha?
I have no idea. The fact is, they haven't even registered Danny Olmo yet.
Exactly.
I don't know. I don't think they can afford to do it. I don't think they can afford to do it. I think they've got to sell players first. So that means Juventus are not going to wait around. So if Liverpool don't have to sell anyone, they've already done it. They've got money there to spend. So Liverpool can go to Juventus tomorrow and go, well, here's your money. You want 15 million for him? No problem. Here you go. We can afford the contract. Not an issue. We don't, we can register him 24 hours. Ain't a problem. Where Barcelona are just going to fart around with Juventus and they don't want to wait. Juventus want him off the books tomorrow.
Yeah.
He's got a year left in his contract. They don't want him going for free. So they need him off the books for the end of the transfer window. I personally think we've been asked for a Salah backup for a long time now. And we've always said it's very hard to get a Salah backup, to go to that backup. Look, this is your role in the team because Mo's Mo and we're going to do this and that. With Chiesa, I think it's a lot easier because I think Chiesa will know that he's had injuries, that he's missed games, and he might not be a first team straight away, but he'd fight for his place. And Mo, irrespective of the position of where Mo Salah is. And for 15 million, even if it don't work out,
50 million euros.
Yeah, it's not like you've wasted money, is it? For me, this is, if you can get Chiesa and your bench is Chiesa, Gakpo and Darwin,
it's not bad at all.
That's as good as it gets in the league.
And I don't think we get him though.
You don't think we get him?
Do you know? Shout
Sula
was the one we should have gone for. Mateus Sula, who went to Roma from Juventus. He's the one we should have gone for. Right, left-footed. He's younger. He's electric. I don't know why we didn't go for him. I really rate Chiesa, especially before the injuries. Chiesa was, for me, top 5 winger in the world before he got his injury.
Look, I'm going to tell you one right now. Chiesa at his best was up there with Mbappe as a winger.
I don't know if I'd go that far, but he was. If Mbappe's up there, he's just the level slightly below.
Yeah, he was technically.
But I said this on Kopish. I know you were tuned in, Jay, when you were there. But like, you see, if Chiesa gets to the level, or let's say he will never get back to 100% because of the injuries. But let's say he gets to like 90% of what he was. He, for me, becomes our starting left winger.
Yeah. Do you reckon he starts on the left?
If he gets back to that level, because then he'll be undeniable. You'd have to.
Oh yeah.
And then one of Diaz or Gakpo would then have to cover Salah.
Yeah, I hear you. I mean, Salah. Look, I know like Shaqiri. I know a lot of people have been talking about Shaqiri. I think it is like a Shaqiri signing.
That's Salah in his prime.
Shaqiri cost 12 million quid, didn't he? Chiesa's around the same kind of money. Shaqiri was a bit type of player. Chiesa, I think he's a better player than Shaqiri.
Yeah.
But he could be more in a bit part player if he can stay fit as well. And I watched Chiesa. I watched Chiesa quite a bit last season. I know. I mean, Chiesa played 33 games last season.
Yeah, at left wing back a lot of the time.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, because the way they were set up. So he went for a lot of running play in that position. So if he plays 30 games for Liverpool next season, but you know he's the backup to like a Mo or a Diaz or something like that, at 12 million quid with his ability, I can understand the transfer, Cal. I really can. It's a name as well. It's like, oh bloody hell, Liverpool got Chiesa. If they can, you know, people will think, oh, Liverpool can keep Chiesa fit, and and he's only cost 12 million quid. That could be the signing of the summer.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, and then you got Chiesa. You're telling me, Chiesa and Mo on one side, Diaz and Gakpo, Darwin and Jota. That's your forward line.
It's healthy.
That's naughty, man.
Very healthy.
I like it, but the one thing I will say,
I don't think we get him. I think he's holding. I think we're being used to speed up Barcelona.
Maybe. I was going to say about the Anthony Gordon situation. Now, I believe, this is just my opinion. I haven't heard it from anyone. I think Anthony Gordon puts in a transfer request at Newcastle to get his move to Liverpool. If rumours are true, when he was at England and he heard that Liverpool were coming in for him, his hometown club, and it never went through, apparently he was devastated. He was completely devastated. And he's gone back to Newcastle. He's got 2 years left on his deal. You would think after the Liverpool deal didn't happen, the first thing Newcastle would try and do is to sign Gordon up to a new contract, so no one comes back in for him. So they got him secured with only 2 years left. If Gordon don't sign this new deal and he says, no, you know what? I'm not going to sign a new deal for you. I want to play for my hometown club. And he puts in a transfer request. It could be a crazy end to the transfer window, in my opinion.
All right. So, Jay, does that mean, do you think Liverpool wait around for him, though?
I think Liverpool want him. I think everything I'm hearing from the football club is they want Anthony Gordon.
Okay, so
because I don't think Gakpo's a left winger under slot either.
So where do you think Gakpo plays then?
I think he plays the false nine role.
What happens to Darwin then?
I don't think Darwin's got a future at Liverpool.
Oof.
I'm going to say it right now. I know there's a lot of Darwin fans. Do you watch Mo Salah yesterday? Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you tell me how many times Mo Salah's ever offside?
No, in the Ipswich game we had 0 offsides, didn't we?
Yeah. Who was offside straight away?
Yeah.
And he missed the header as well.
Yeah.
He doesn't link the play like Jota does either. See that part? Does Darwin do that pass to Diaz?
No, I've said this the whole time, though, Jay.
And who do you think? And this is not me digging at Darwin, guys. Please don't come at us. I'm not digging at the guy. He's just not got. He's got faults to his game, like all footballers have got faults to their game. Yeah. Jota suits the way we play. He's almost playing like Bobby Firmino without the Bobby Firmino flair. Right? Yeah. He's dropping deeper. He's linking the play. He's got good passing. That pass to Diaz weren't easy, guys. It might have looked easy on telly, but the weight and position of that pass
was a beautiful pass.
It was perfect. and it sets up the goal. Darwin's chaos. That's what he is, and he will get goals. Darwin could score 15 goals this season quite happily, right? But I don't know. I don't know if Darwin's got a future under Arne Slot. I think Arne Slot thought he might have till he saw Jota in pre-season.
So if that were the case, then Joe, wouldn't it have been better to sell Nunes this summer?
Yeah, but does anyone weren't Fenerbahce in for him at one time with Mourinho?
Yeah, but I just think, let's say he has a season this season where Slot doesn't play him as much, and he's behind Gakpo and Jota, and they both have decent seasons. His stock's gonna plummet.
Yeah, it is.
I don't think we play Gakpo as a centre forward, because he came out and he said that Slot sees him as a left winger and all that, doesn't he?
Yeah, but every time he's come on, he's played through the middle. That's all I'm going to say.
He played left yesterday.
Yeah, he came on for Diaz, did he? But the game before that came on, went through the middle, didn't he?
Mm.
I think there is. I don't know what's going on, but Joe says Darwin's only been about 4 weeks given break, and you're right. Yeah, you are correct. I'm just saying this part of his game. And Joe, you might be a big Darwin fan, that you got to admit, he's not going to link the play and play the pass that Jota can in counter attacks like that. And that's not disrespect to Diaz, to Darwin. It's just not his game.
Yeah,
that's not his game. Darwin wants to run in behind. He doesn't want to be the link man. He wants to be the guy who gets the final pass. Right? That's what he wants to be. He wants to play off the shoulder. That's why he gets caught offside a lot, because he's eager, and he's too eager to make that run too quickly.
You'd almost want him playing how Haaland plays at Man City. The difference is, though, Haaland is an absolute killer in front of goal.
Yeah. Look, Haaland's a different breed. He's not real. He's got a 1-in-1 record. It's mad, and it's been his whole career. Salzburg, Dortmund, national side, Man City. He's different gravy. So I just look at Darwin, and I just wonder at the moment, and I look at Anthony Gordon, and I saw his goal against Bournemouth the other day on the weekend, and people might say it's an easy goal. It's his ability to pick up that be clever to pick up that part, pick up the back post, make that run at the back post to get the finish. Yeah. That's actually instinct.
It is.
That's instinct, and I think that's what Liverpool are looking at. They think he's a goal threat, and I've said this time and time before. I'm going to keep saying this. People might hate me for it. I think Luis Diaz can play through the middle.
He does for Colombia, doesn't he?
Yeah, and when I watch Diaz, I think he's better when he's more direct than he is in a wide area. Because every time Diaz gets in the box, he's a threat. He's a threat in the box.
Yeah.
And I think, as well. like Mane went from left to the middle. I think Luis Diaz can work. I think Luis Diaz can play through the middle. I really do. And that's maybe why they're looking at Anthony Gordon on that left-hand side.
That's very interesting.
That's my take on it, anyway. That's my take on how they might be looking at it.
I mean, if Anthony Gordon's worth 70 and Kvaratskhelia is around the same price, then I know Anthony Gordon's homegrown, but go and get me Kvaratskhelia, please.
Yeah, I hear that. I hear that.
Kvaratskhelia, Jota, and Salah. Oh my! Whoo!
Yeah, I hear that. I think Kvaratskhelia is a great player. I've always had my concerns if he could do it in the Premier League. That's always been mine.
He'd be fine.
It's just always been my concern. And I think that's why he's never got his move yet. I see Kvaratskhelia as a Spanish kind of player. With in them bigger pitches, more room, more space to do his thing. I just feel like it's a special. I think some players are just suited to certain leagues, if that makes sense. I don't think Paul Pogba ever suited English football. I think Italian football suited his game.
Yeah.
And that don't mean he's a bad player. I just think certain players just work in a better environment. And I think Kvaratskhelia in Italy and Spain, I think that's where his career should be. Maybe in Germany as well. I just feel like the English game might be too quick for him at times. He might just drop out in games. You might miss him a little bit here and there. But I think Kvaratskhelia going to have a bright future. He's going to be one of the best European footballers in the next 10 years. Yeah. No shadow of doubt for that. But
him and Mamardashvili.
yeah, oh Mamardashvili, yeah. Talking about Mamardashvili, signed, sealed, and delivered.
We signed the player in 2024. People,
It's yeah. We have now officially signed the player, guys. It's a weird signing now because you know when this all came out, and I think we've all speculated as Liverpool fans, Liverpool content creators, what's happened behind the scenes of Alisson? Has he told the club that he wants to leave? Is that why we're going for Mamardashvili? If that's the case, I'm happy with that. If that's what's happening, and then he comes out on the weekend and basically says, "I turned down Saudi, don't want to go.
Yeah,
Liverpool's my home. In fact, I want to see out my contract. And in fact, I'd love to add to it." It's great news for us as Liverpool fans. The best goalkeeper in the world wants to stay at our football club. And he sees a bright future here, which, you know, is a beautiful thing that he's saying. But he's got to be at least here for another 3 years, Cal. And we've got Mamardashvili, who apparently says he wants to leave Valencia, but he wants to go somewhere and be a number one goalkeeper. Now, in 2025, he's going to be a Liverpool player. He's a Liverpool player officially now, but he's staying on Valencia for a year. So somewhere in 2025, he comes to Liverpool. He's probably going to start as our number 2 goalkeeper. Is that the best 1 and 2 in Europe?
Oh yeah,
I mean, and do you think Slot will have an headache?
Yeah, but I want him to.
I mean,
I don't want Slot going to bed thinking, "Oh, no, my starting 11." I want him going to bed thinking, "Who do I start tomorrow? Is it Ali or Mama? Who do I start tomorrow? Is it Bastoni or Virgil? Who do I start tomorrow? Is it Isak or Jota? Is it Salah or Kudus?" I want him to have these headaches.
You can't stick Bastoni in there.
But I want him to have these headaches, though, Jay. And again, Alisson is as phenomenal as Alisson is for a goalkeeper who's very injury prone, right?
Yeah, I saw. Did you see him feeling the back of his leg yesterday?
Yeah,
way? When the camera back panned to him, Then spoke back, but it was like rubbing the back of his leg.
Yeah,
I was like, why? Because the camera usually goes on a player for a reason, don't they?
Yeah,
and I think the cameraman saw it. Yeah.
If we all love Kelleher, but it also seems like this is Kelleher's last season at Liverpool.
This is an upgrade to me.
It is. He's a better goalkeeper than Kelleher, but it's like I look at this and I think. I remember when was it Barcelona would play ter Stegen in Europe and then like Valdez for the league or something. I remember those. Those are my happy days of the transfer window. But it's like I look at that and I think Alisson's getting older now. We might start going to an approach with a bit more rotation where Alisson doesn't play every game. And like if you're Mama and you get all the cup games, maybe half the Champions League games, a Prem game here or there, then you're right for that for the first year. And then you assess it every season. Iron sharpens iron.
It does. It does. And
dare I say, I'd rather sell Ali a season too early than a season too late and still have a replacement there as well if need be.
Yeah, and it's obviously rightly so at the time. We're not saying Mamardashvili is better than Alisson Becker, but
no, he's not.
He's as good as a young goalkeeper in world football right now, guys. And for 30 million quid,
it's a steal.
You think Chelsea bought Kepa for 68? Who, by the way,
bought a Nana for 50 mil, bro.
Yeah, and by the way, Kepa's gone to Bournemouth on loan. I don't know if anyone knows that, but
exactly.
This young goalkeeper, special man. He's 6 foot. I believe he's like 6'6". He's a beast. He's what we saw in the Euros and what I saw from him playing for Valencia as well. He's a proper shot stopper. You know, I'm not sure.
He was 20 mil more, bro. And Nana was 50 mil, Jay.
Yeah,
and Nana.
Yeah, no, leave me out of that, man. No, Nana's a TikTok goalkeeper. He is. He looks a young, like the next elite goalkeeper. And Liverpool, I think what Liverpool have done that they've saw that he's what did Richard Hughes say? Opportunity. What is that word he said?
Opportunistic.
Signings, yeah. I think they've seen that Mamardashvili is available on the market for a ridiculously good price. And they thought he's so young. We get him now. He could be here 10 years. And also, yeah, he might not play for us straight away, but with future endeavour in our goalkeeping position if Alisson leaves. And we ain't got to shop around. We've done it already. It's job done.
Yeah.
So I actually think to Richard Hughes and all that, tip me out off to him. I think this is a great bit of business. I don't think the Liverpool fans are as ecstatic about it at the moment because obviously we've not got other players in that we need at this moment in time.
Yeah.
But I think this transfer will go down in a few years' time as a great bit of business.
Yeah,
there's
completely
no doubt about it. Also, Alisson came out and said that the club told him about this and he was all for it. So Alisson wants to fight, man.
I love it. I love it.
So we're happy. We're happy.
Yeah, over the moon with it.
Big up, my man. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Love. Yeah, it was a good deal. And you think about it, we're going to sell Kelleher for quite a similar amount of money.
Yeah.
So you sell Kelleher, you've upgraded that position, and you bought a player who's probably better for the same money.
Yeah, I mean, can't complain.
Can't complain with that business, can you? You can't complain with that.
Yeah.
Look, don't hate the messenger, guys. I just, I watched the first game of the season and he went in the number 9 position. That's all I'm saying. That's just like
I think he'll play left wing this season. But I tell you what, Gakpo or Diaz, they need to have a good season or else they're going to be on a chopping block, in my opinion.
I think Diaz, I'm going to put an apology up for Diaz here. I need to do this right. Because people come at me for my Diaz opinions. If Diaz can do what he did in the first 2 games of the season and carry this on, then we got the best left winger in the country.
Yeah.
I'm going to put it out there. Because he looks quicker this year. I don't know what he's done. I don't know, just got his dad out of the way or whatever it is. But he looks quicker this year. He looks healthier. I think he looks fitter. He looks like he looks a bit more weighty, if that makes sense. He don't look so lean. But I like he's more direct. He's not staying on the outside constantly. Yeah. He's actually going more direct towards the goal. He's taking the quicker route from A to B instead of taking the longer route round in the last 2 games. And if he carries on doing that, in my opinion, he'll have a fantastic season. So, I hope Diaz does his bit. Cody, I think Cody's got an issue. Cody's got an issue where I think he is versatile, and I think sometimes, no matter the manager, if you've got a versatile player there, you sometimes will be used like that. Like Pep does it. Pep's the greatest coach in the world. He uses players where Gravadol's not a left back. He's an outstanding centre back, but he's so versatile. He's using him in there.
Yeah.
So I think Gakpo's got a bit of that. I think he will play games at left wing, no doubt about it. But when needed, he might go into that number 9 position just because of his versatility. What I don't want to see is him ever playing 10. That's never happened again. Or the 8 role that me and Cal said he would play last season. We got killed for. And but yeah, I'm interested in where we're going. Obviously, where Paul Joyce has backed up this Chiesa transfer. There's rumours that Liverpool have put a bid in, for 10.5 million and 2.5 million in add-ons for Chiesa already. Paul Joyce has also said with Fabrizio that we've spoken to the player and he's up for it. It's just come out of nowhere, ain't it? It's
what happens if Chiesa rejects us?
Then I'm just turn my computer off and go to bed.
We can't go 0 for 2, surely.
No. If Paul Joyce has brought this up, there must be something in it. If Paul Joyce is back for Fabrizio in this, I mean, with the Zubimendi thing, I will always say I think Zubimendi did say yes to Liverpool.
Yeah,
and then Liverpool waited too long to do the deal and he changed his mind. So I do think there is something in this deal. I really do. I think Chiesa will want to play in the Premier League. It's Liverpool Football Club. And you do know Chiesa's favourite player is, don't you?
No.
Stevie G.
No, it's not.
Yeah, Chiesa loves Steven Gerrard. Have you never heard him talk about Stevie G?
He might just have become one of my favourite footballers.
Have you he was in the stands and they were interviewing him in the stands and they were saying, who's your favourite English player? And he said, Stevie G.
Oh, let's bring him home. He's family now. His
he
family.
lost. Yeah, he said. He said. He said it was Stevie G. Yeah, Kev says there. Yeah, Joyce don't back Romano unless it's something in it. Yeah, I mean, it's and Dave O'Cott. Big up Dave O'Cott this summer as well. By the way, he's got a lot of things in before everyone else as well. You know, he's got this Joe Gomez thing in, which people are actually picking up now as well. So, if Liverpool can keep Chiesa fit and manage his minutes,
we'll be laughing
because he's still a player. Yeah. I know Matt was saying he's not a player he was, and that's fair enough. But it's not like he might have dropped from here to just here. You know what I mean? He hasn't gone from there to that. Like, there's still a player there that he can get something out of. Like, it's not like Anthony. You know, he's not gone from that level to that level. You know, he's still got a bit. He's still quick.
If Chiesa comes in, do you still think we sign Gordon or try and sign Gordon?
Yeah, I think the club love Gordon.
But where did he go? Where did he play then?
Well, hang on. You might want to take this. You go, Abdul. Go and watch some Gerrard. By the way, he didn't. It weren't dribbling. He surged. I believe Andy Gray used to say, "He's not running mine. He's surging." Malik, my man, you've had a nightmare there, my friend.
Champions League game against Arsenal at the Emirates, where we drew 1-1 when he set up Dirk Kuyt.
Yeah, exactly.
Gerrard's first ever goal for Liverpool against Sheffield Wednesday to Des Walker.
Yeah. Gullible fans believe in Fabrizio Romano says if Chelsea. Paul Joyce backed it up, my friend, and a lot of other Liverpool journalists have backed it up as well. So if it was just Fabrizio, I'm with you. But when Paul Joyce backs it up and quotes Fabrizio, and he's wrote a whole article about it in the Times, you know, if Paul Joyce is backing it up, there's something in it, man. Yeah. Gerrard played everywhere, man. Gerrard's. I know everyone talks about De Bruyne. What does De Bruyne do that's better than Stevie? And this is an honest question here. I know it's a Liverpool channel, but painting our bias off, what does De Bruyne do that Stevie couldn't?
Nothing. And I'm one of De Bruyne's biggest fans.
And I think De Bruyne is excellent. But when I watch De Bruyne, he looks like Stevie. The way he runs is like Stevie. Yeah. The way he strides is like Stevie. The way he delivers a pass. You know, it's because Stevie was then and we're at the now, and you're seeing what De Bruyne does. But honestly, I know he's won more trophies because he played in a more successful team. I don't know what Stevie
conquering, man.
Stevie could do everything. Man could play right. He played right back, and Serginho never got a touch.
Locked him down.
He never got a touch. He came on, Brazilian winger for AC Milan. Serginho came on, and Rafa went, right, Steve, you go right back. And he didn't get a touch, man. Yeah, almighty, man.
In cup finals, Gerrard was a monster. In finals, Gerrard was a monster. Scored in every cup final, in every cup competition final he played in. He pretty much scored.
Yeah, he scored in every final he's played in, hasn't he?
The only one he didn't score in was the World Club Championship. We lost to Sao Paulo 1-0. But in the semi-final of that game, in that competition, he scored a phenomenal volley. Like, he's got everything, man.
Did he get clapped off by Real Madrid as well?
Probably.
Do you remember that goal against Madrid when he side-footed it? Cross came in. And the Madrid fans even went like that.
Yeah, he did the same thing against Bolton as well. He did the same thing against Bolton as well.
Yeah, the man was... I think we forget how good Stevie was, man.
And I'm a massive De Bruyne fan, man. Gerrard's just a different level, man.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. I wish they actually played together at the same time. You'd see two of the leagues.
If Gerrard played in the Liverpool team at his peak under Jurgen Klopp, we're sitting here on more Premier League. We'd have won the Premier League so many.
Yeah, because he would just had that extra something in his game that would have got us over the line.
I love Jordan Henderson. I really do love Jordan Henderson, but he would have replaced Jordan Henderson in the team. The only caveat you could argue is what would they have done with Trent? Like, because Trent was obviously able to attack more because Henderson would fill in more. But you see all those times where Henderson got into positions where he'd half cross or half shoot. Gerrard's doing something devastating in that position.
Yeah, and Stevie never got taken off in finals, by the way. I'm just saying.
If we had a prime Gerrard in the Klopp team that was doing bits,
it would have got us over the line in at least 2 games, which would have made up the points.
Yeah, we'd be sitting on at least 3 Premier League trophies.
Could you imagine how much Klopp would have loved Stevie?
Oh, well, Gerrard said it. He said if he knew that Klopp was coming in when he was coming,
he wouldn't have left. He wouldn't have left.
Yeah.
No, he would have signed for nothing as well. He would just up like.
Yeah.
How much would you reckon the prime Stevie would be in today's transfer market? Under a 26-year-old Stevie, 150
What did Declan
million.
go for? 105.
Yeah, so
130 minimum.
He's going more than Bellingham and Declan.
Yeah, 130 minimum.
Yeah. Easy talk. Prime Gerrard in the current team. What's your midfield 3? Oh, well, Gerrard could do the DM role madly.
Gerrard in the 10.
Yeah, Gerrard in the 10 is disgusting. This is what we're talking about. Gerrard can play right mid, the 10, and he can sit and play the anchor role and just do the quarterback role all day long. Gerrard next to Trent. Gerrard and Trent. Cal. The right side of the pitch. The right side of the pitch is Trent, Stevie, and Mo.
Don't Jamie.
Is that the best right side in world football?
Oh, ever. No, but Jay, do you remember Gerrard in the 10 when he had Torres?
Yeah, he was the best player in the world.
But now imagine him behind Diaz or Gakpo on the left, Jota through the middle, and Salah on the right.
Can you imagine the balls he'd find for Salah would make them inside runs, and Stevie would just go, "Here you go, get on the end of that."
Gerrard in the 10 in this, he'd play wherever he wants. Let's be real, he'd play wherever he wants.
Yeah, I forget. I think everyone forgets when Stevie played the 10 in behind Torres.
Oh my goodness!
Zinedine Zidane said Steven Gerrard was the best player in the world.
He was
when he was playing that role. He just never got acknowledged it because he's English and Scouse, so he was never going to get it.
Right teams.
But yeah, he was. Yeah, could you imagine? We had Gerrard, Alonso, Macca, and Szoboszlai as midfield options.
Goodness me. I'm not gonna lie, Jamie. The graphics of the formations and what you guys are talking about now, I may end up with another kid, man.
Like, double Steve, you know.
This show's doing stuff. Like, this show needs to be on Patreon. Is this the sort of content you're doing late night here, Jay?
Yeah, this might have to be on a paywall in future.
You're gonna end up getting kicked off YouTube with all this extra content, bro.
But let's look. Yeah, Stevie in his prime was something special. There's no doubt about it. But look, we've got a good team now. If we're adding, we're hopefully going to add to it. Chiesa, fingers crossed. Look, I'd love Chiesa. I know some fans are, for 12 million quid, and I don't think his wages are going to be that high.
No, not apparently.
If Mo wants to come on for 20 minutes. Do you know why I think we made his transfer, Cal, as well? He brought on Harvey Elliott for the first time this season, didn't he, in the game?
Played him on the right.
Harvey went and played right wing, didn't he, and really didn't get into the game. Ben Doak's going on loan. I think Slott's seen it and gone, I need a right winger. I need a backup. And the club are reacting. You do know who loves Chiesa, though, don't you?
Richard Hughes.
And
Edwards as well.
Edwards tried to buy him years ago.
That's right. I did hear that, actually.
Edwards tried to buy him years ago. And I know he's had injuries and all that. It's... Yeah, because Marc Edwards, I think if Marc Edwards likes a player, I think he takes. If Marc Edwards looks at it and thinks, right, we're not selling any of our wingers, and I'm going to add Chiesa to it, that improves my team.
Yeah,
I think Edwards will do the deal. If you were letting go of a Salah and replacing it, I don't think Edwards is going to replace Salah with Chiesa. I think he just wants him as part of the team with Salah.
He's not replacing Salah.
I think Chiesa's a player to come in and bolster the squad. Also, I think Chiesa, if he signs a 3 or 4 year deal and he keeps his injuries away, and then you go and buy another right winger, then you have replaced Salah. Then you have replaced Salah eventually because you got Chiesa already in the door, and you go and get a younger right winger. There's your two that replace Salah. But Chiesa on his own at the moment is not the right thing to do, in my opinion. But as a backup, and Salah, he just. I'm getting lost for words, Mo. I do, guys.
He's the best in the world. I don't even get why it was a debate.
Well, I big up Lee Gunner and Rants. I was watching Rantz's 100k special the other night, and big up the guys.
Rants hit 100k now, yeah.
Yeah, so Rant Said and Lee Gunner have all hit 100k. So congratulations to you guys.
Those guys,
it's great work. It's hard work, man, and getting 100k. That's different. And
100%.
They're talking about Liverpool, and they weren't being nice. So I had to put my 2 bits in, and because Lee's got Liverpool finishing 5th or 6th.
Oh, crazy!
He thinks Villa and Tottenham will finish in front of us, and Man United, will finish in front of us. And I said, I just chatted in and said, what makes you think we get in front when Liverpool probably got the 2nd best attack in the league? And he went, no, you haven't. Chelsea have. And I went,
Chelsea.
Yeah, he said Chelsea got the 2nd best attack in the league, and it's and it was just friendly banter back and forth, nothing horrible again, just someone's at the discussion with another. And I said, look, with Mo, we've got the best right winger in the league by quite some way, and probably the world. And they tore me down. They went, nah.
So no,
I think Lauren was on it as well at the time. Big up Lauren. I think she was in there at the time. I'm not sure.
So if it's not him, who is it then?
He said, is it guys, who did he say? Is it Salvini, the new guy at City?
Is the best right winger in the world?
In the Premier League right now, the new guy at City.
Come on, man.
And I think he put Cole Palmer there as well.
Come on.
Yeah, you guys might have been in the chat when he said that. Yeah, Sean was in the chat. Yeah, that's it. Lauren was there as well. I mean, I love the guys. They're great guys. And
Fabio is quality, but to say he's better than Salah.
I couldn't understand it. I couldn't understand it. But look, everyone's entitled to their thing. It was a fun debate. And all I messaged them after is like if your things on Liverpool are wrong, can I come back and have a convo? And they gave me the thumbs up about it. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, they're all in on it. It was fun.
Yeah.
Thing. So they're like, yeah, if we're wrong, we're wrong. Come back, have a convo. No worries. So yeah, it's all good. They're great guys. They, their opinion's their opinion. Our opinion's our opinion. But yeah, Brennan Johnson must be better than Salah too. I think with Salah, because he's a goal machine, it gets underplayed how good he actually is. Because if goals is what Mo does, and we always say the hardest thing in football is to score goals, and he's getting 20 to 30 every single year on, year out. And by the way, everyone forgets his numbers at Roma.
How creative the guy is.
And also, when he was when he started his career, he wasn't the goal scorer, but he used to take players on for fun.
Yeah,
that was his game. He was quick and small, weren't he? And nimble. And he used to at Basel. He used to just dribble past everybody. That was his game.
Chelsea when he played against them.
Yeah, that's why they bought him. They were like, can't be doing that anymore. And
had to block us buying him. I still maintain if we signed Salah in 13-14, we win the league that season.
Yeah, because that's what we wanted, wasn't it? And look, so yeah, I don't get the Salah stuff. I just think what Salah does is a world-class level. He might not be world-class in the matter of like you look at him and think, he's silky and playing style, but I think you have to be world-class to get the numbers he gets year on, year out. It's not by luck. It's not fortunate. Yeah. It's not like he's in the right place at right. He's a right winger getting numbers like that.
Exactly.
Tell me where he don't look. If he goes to Real Madrid tomorrow, I think he takes Rodrigo's place. I think he takes Rodrigo's place.
Of course he does. He has to.
I think he takes Rodrigo's place. Tell me a club he don't play for.
He starts for everyone.
Yeah, and that's
The only team he might not start for is Saka because how much Arsenal fans love him, but he's better than Saka.
Yeah, it's I love debates like that. I'd love to have talk to them guys and come back at the end of the season. We get in the top 4 and Salah's doing his bits and we have a convo. And I can guarantee you right now, Lee and Rants will go, all right, we were wrong. No worries. And it's fine. It's absolutely fine. I just love that sort of convo. But guys, we're going to leave it there. It's been a great show.
I've got like 3 spiders around me. Sorry, Joe.
Oh no! Do you know why? It's mating season.
Yeah, bruv. They're, like,
They're everywhere. They're just all the spiders. All they're doing is just banging.
Like they're literally three of them were just on my microphone, and they do look. They're tiny, and then one was just.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw. I had to get a tissue.
Yeah.
There's one hanging down. There's one on my actual microphone. Yeah.
All they're doing right now is banging. That's all they're doing.
It feels like they're banging in my conservatory, bruv.
That's all they're doing.
That's all they're doing in there.
It's mating season, man. You gotta get them everywhere.
Bloody hell.
You gotta get them everywhere, man. I had one land on my face the other night, and it woke me up, and I could see it in the corner of my eye crawling up my cheek. And I got up, and I was half asleep. I threw my blanket, and it smashed the light bulb. Right? And glass just fell everywhere, and I was like, Jesus Christ. And then Lauren today, when she was driving with the kids, and she said one like that, she said it was absolutely huge, crawled right across by the windscreen on the dashboard, and then it went out of her sight, but then she saw it go down towards her feet where the pedals are.
Oh no.
Yeah. So, and she found a place where she could pull over real quick and just got it
my
out
missus
of there.
would have freaked.
No, I don't do spiders either, man.
Oh, you don't like spiders? I'm all right at spiders, to be fair.
No, I don't trust anything with 8 legs, man. What we doing here? 8 legs and 6 eyes? No. That's an alien.
Spiders I'm all right with. My brothers hate spiders. My brother will call me to come and deal with spiders.
Yeah, I call Lauren. I don't mind. I don't mind being dismantled. Like, I don't care about it. I'm like, you've got to get rid of that.
I'm like that with mice. Like, if I came across a mouse, I'm out.
See, that don't bother me. Rodents don't bother me.
Oh no, I can't do with that.
Rodents don't bother me. But spiders are aliens. I'm telling you. They got 8 legs and 6 eyes.
Like, if I just saw a mouse in the conservatory now, bruv, this whole room would be upside. You'd think something bad has happened to me. You know, like in films when you see the camera just get knocked down, it's just on the floor. Yeah, that'd be me, bro.
I don't like insects. You saw what happened when I had a flying dragon in here.
Oh, yeah.
That thing was mad, man. I had to run away. And I'm not doing with insects, man. Insects, they bite you, and then your arm swells up twice the size it is.
Rodents I can't deal with, but insects I'm all right with.
I've got a cat, so the cat deals with it. I'm good.
Don't the cats bring it home sometime, though?
Yeah, they bring you presents sometimes.
Yeah, you see that right there? Nah.
Bring you a dead.
That's the present I want, mate.
They bring you a dead rat home. There you go, Dad.
Yeah, no, forget that.
There you go, Dad. Can I have a treat now?
You can't.
Get that out of my house.
I'm going to take you to Battersea Dogs and Cats home now.
I thought that's what you said.
I'm going to rehome you now.
Just get on your phone, show them a picture of Battersea every time.
I just have I have the cat cage there just ready on standby. Be like, if you ever, I'll bring it home. Yeah. I'll bring you home.
I'll spray that dragon with aftershave. It's the best smelling insect it ever been, man. My cat brought home a seagull.
Oh no.
Lauren's mum's cats used to go down. There was a pond near where they lived, and outside. It was outside. You remember home base back in the day? There used to be a pond outside a home base in
Catford.
Yeah. You know that one I mean, right?
Yeah,
that's where my mum lived, just up the road there. So they used to get Peter Pan's Pond or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And the cats used to go in the pond and rip the heads off the swans and ducks and all that and bring them home.
Oh no!
Cats are bastards, man.
Cats are so vicious. It's unreal.
They're horrible things, man.
They're vicious, man.
They're just and they think they own your house as well. Like my cat just thinks he owns the house as well. You're doing like you go away for a week, they don't care you're gone.
Yeah.
You come home, like, all right, you're back, are you? Well, your dog is just like up on you, man. Up on you. Big up Z says, Jane, you confident for Sunday? I'm never confident when we play a rival. I'm never completely confident when we play rivals. City, Chelsea, United, Arsenal. I think out of all the rivals, United are the weakest. So
this is a winnable game.
It's a winnable game. Before we go, I want to ask you about Brighton quickly. I know a lot of pundits are saying they're going to finish 4th this season.
No, I don't.
What do you think about Brighton? Because I think
Yeah.
Alex Crook from Talksport, he reckons Brighton have got a better manager and a better team than Man United.
Yeah, maybe, but I don't think Man United were going to finish 4th. I think, I hate to say it, it might actually be Chelsea. I think the talent might just get them through.
They've got too much talent there not to do something.
Neto, João Felix, they're big signings for the attack. Everyone knows how much I rate Neto and João Felix, and they're good, man.
Yeah, and Matt Riley. I think Brighton will get a European spot.
Matt O'Reilly as well.
I think they get a European place. I really do.
Oh, they might do, you know.
Gerrard says he has big half the ground that's just sunbathing. Nah. The only thing I like about England, man, is that we have nothing dangerous apart from the odd fox.
Yeah, foxes are probably the worst. I mean, no, I've got badgers. Do you have badgers up by you?
No, I'm not in a posh area.
No, I'm not. We got badgers. We got badgers and hedgehogs. Hedgehogs don't really do anything. Badgers, yeah, we got badgers.
Badgers are nasty things.
Yeah, badgers are problems.
They can go for you.
Yeah, I know.
They can legitimately go for you. No, I'm not having badgers, man.
We get deer up here as well, but again, they don't trouble anyone.
What's Bambi gotta do?
Yeah. I mean, they will run out in the road, though. Like, I'll tell you that much.
Wait, Cal, where do you live in? Disneyland or something?
So it's weird where I live. Like, I literally.
You got the woods behind you, ain't you?
Yeah. So like 5-minute drive from where I live, I've just got like all the country roads.
You got all the country roads.
Yeah. So
I live by marshes, so I'm not too far. Where I am is by the marsh.
Yeah.
I live on marshland almost, so I just get moths.
Yeah.
Because I live on marshy land, I get all the moths.
I've had a badger dig a hole in my garden like the hole so deep, you could get one of my legs in the hole.
Wow.
Yeah, like I had to proper go and get soil and cover it over. And even now there's still a dip because I didn't cover it properly.
The only badgers I like the ones that eat mash. And if anyone knows what I'm talking about, does anyone know what I'm talking about? Badgers that eat mash. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Anyone in the chat, do you know what I'm talking about when I say about badgers eating mash?
No, let me Google it. Should I even Google this, Joe?
I might be too old, you know. I might be too old. Let's see if anyone knows before we go. I want to. It's not X-rated, Sean. No one remember Bodger and Badger. There you go, Lakers. I knew Lakers would get it. No one remember Bodger and Badger.
No, I remember.
It would have been
around. It would have been around my time, surely.
Yeah,
but
Bodger and Badger, remember. Man. Yeah, Badger just ate mashed potato. So we ate mashed. Just raided the bins for mashed potato all the time, and Bodger was the cleaner.
Yeah, I'm weird. When I see badgers about, I make sure I'm nowhere near them.
No. See what's happened here. We talk about Chiesa. We've ended up with Bodger and Badger. You know, that's what happens. That's what happens around here. But guys, gotta leave it there. It's been a great stream. Cal, appreciate you coming on, man. I know it's very late. But
pleasure, brother. Come on, man. That's the least I can do.
Canadian geese are
places like Canada and the US, I ain't living there, man.
Well, we get Canadian geese here, don't we? They fly over. Yeah, they fly over.
I didn't know that. They get in Canada, in some parts of Canada, you get bears and all the bears.
Yeah, but Canada's huge. Do you know how big that country is?
Yeah, I know, but bro, I do late night shopping, bro. Can you imagine me coming back with Creative apple juice and the bears just standing outside my house?
You can live in some parts of Canada where polar bears just walk up and down your street.
See, polar. I do not want any smoke with a polar bear.
Polar bears, and
there's no reasoning with a polar bear. They see you, you're dead. Like that's it.
Yeah, mountain lions in the US. If you go mountain biking in the mountains, you can get attacked by a mountain lion. What's going on, guys? Guys, what you should do, you need a climate like this. It's not hot enough for anything dangerous.
Yeah.
And it's just,
well, I don't even do late runs around this area because of badgers and foxes now. Like where I used to live, I used to go on late runs, or I don't do that anymore.
Honey badgers are nuts.
Oh yeah, they're the worst.
Rattlesnakes, North America, man.
Yeah, miss me out, man.
North America. Everyone talks about Australia, but I remember an Australian. I remember listening to a Joe Rogan podcast once, talking to this Australian guy, and he was actually saying he actually seen more dangerous animals in North America than he did in Australia. And everyone talks about the dangerous animals in Australia. It's just, it's. No, crocodiles in Florida, they could just go in a swimming pool. You wake up in the morning, you make your coffee in the morning.
Can you imagine?
Crocodile.
Get that.
Sharks on the beach in Cali.
I do just take little things for granted, bro. Like, obviously, like me and the missus went out like a couple of weeks ago, and we're just like walking in London, like, and like, brother, in another country, you could be bumping into anything.
Yeah, it's just.
Like, I'll protect my missus against a man, but what am I going to do against a crocodile or a lion or a polar bear? What am I going to do?
Yeah, a polar bear comes along and it's not getting really
who's quicker? You're going to get to the car first because, like,
run. Every man for themselves, you know what I'm saying?
Let's be real. Even if you run from a polar bear, you're not getting away from it.
No, it runs 70 miles an hour, probably something mad like that.
You can't get away from it. You can't climb up a tree. They'll chase up the tree. You can't dive in a little pond. They'll jump in the pond after you. You just got to hope and pray that they're just not hungry that day.
Jamrocks with crocs on a golf course.
Nah, that's Florida, see that missed me out, man. Missed me out.
No, sometimes we have the off grass snake, and that's about it.
Yeah,
I get quite a few of them in my back garden. Sometimes the grass gets.
Yeah,
grass snakes because I live in marshland.
Oh,
you know, they can't. They got no teeth or anything, are they? Just
they're not going to do anything.
They're not really snakes either. Grass snakes, nothing, man. Yeah, I can't be doing this. I've seen it before, Jamrock. I believe. I think I was watching the PGA once, and the game had to everything had to be stopped because a croc was on one of the greens, and they had to wait to get it moved. Yeah, that's just.
Hold on, crocodiles on golf. Why would you even? What business do they have on golf courses?
Water snakes and grass ones are harmless. Yeah, grass snakes are harmless.
This is a big, bruv. It's not even a small one.
I know it's mad. It's oh God, no. It is.
Nah, not me, man.
Oh my God. I might be watching the same one you're watching, right? Oh, right, hang on.
Massive,
no, I'm bringing this up. I've got to bring this up quickly. This ain't right, man.
Yeah, that's the one.
Guys, what is that?
What is that?
I'm going to get my camera, but I'm closing the door.
What's the deer? Look at the deer looking like, nah. What's that? The deer's like, what is that? That's a dinosaur, isn't it? They're dinosaurs. They're effectively dinosaurs.
Whatever that wants, it's getting. Whatever that wants.
Yeah. It's just a dinosaur.
What worries me, guys, there is that it's completely ignored the deers. So what's it got in its
sights? What does it want?
Yeah. CGI is like, what does it want? Because the deer were there. They were there to be got. What is it they're looking at now? What is it? They like to taste the men, I'm telling you. Meat.
Oh, why have you got your phone camera out? Why are you not in the car?
And you see people driving in the background like it's normal. What?
Yeah, why are you in... The deer are just looking at that like that can't be real, like.
Yeah, it's just yeah. Look, give me that crocodile and a belt, and I'll be happy. That's for the activists come for me, it's a joke. All right, just like Door Peter on my door. But But yeah, guys, we're going to leave it there. Bit of fun at the end. Why not? I think we've gone through all the supers now. Don't want to miss anyone out yet. Gone through all that. No, we haven't. Jamrock says new 32 team FIFA World Cup still in June 2025. Oh, is that the world? That's the club, like the World Club Championships, ain't it?
What? They're trying
doing
to bring in another competition.
Yeah. So you know what we won?
Yeah.
And what Real Madrid won and all that. Where
Yeah.
it's usually like it's 3 games, ain't it?
2 games for us. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they're doing a whole 32 team competition now, and you get invited to it. So City got invited to it. I think Arsenal got invited to it. Some Spanish teams got invited to it because it depends what you do in Europe the year before. So,
And they're going to do this in June.
yeah. So Liverpool do really well in the Champions League in the next couple of years. They'll be invited to this. They'll be invited to it.
They need to quit, man.
Big up Sammy. Big up, mate. Yeah, we are.
Big up,
Well, we're usually on Monty's channel there, but yeah, he's yeah. I'm not even going to wonder what he's doing. I'm not even going to wonder what he's doing
right now.
I hope he's sleeping.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or what
Definitely.
with, you know. Yeah. What have we got coming up this week? So we've got midweek games. You doing any midweek games on TIFO or anything?
Nah, not this one.
So I've got Wednesday's game, guys, on TIFO. I'm doing I believe it's Bournemouth and West Ham League Cup on my TIFO channel, guys. So make sure you come over there and watch me do that. The watch along on there. Also, I will be doing I believe it's Thursday's the Champions League draw.
Yes.
So Thursday Champions League draw. I'm sure Copish are doing it. Myself are doing it.
Yeah, we'll be live for that as
People
well.
are doing it. So yeah, Champions League draw on all the channels, guys, as well. So yeah, make sure you like and subscribe to all the channels. And yeah, and we got the Man United game on the weekend. So previews and watch longs as well. So loads coming up, guys. And then obviously Friday we've got transfer deadline day where we hope Liverpool will be doing something, and it's just not get our goings. So yeah, hopefully it's like that. And of course, big up Misha all the time,
as always.
and we're not far along now to UFC.
Noche.
Cold shower night. Cold shower night. Yeah, cold shower night. It's gonna be.
I don't know how you're gonna deal with that, Jay.
I'm just going. I'll be gone 10 minutes after the match.
Is that all you need?
Oh, yeah, sorry. I'll be busy while it's coming. But you know, camera's here. Head high.
Hi, Jamie. Jamie, your mic's still on. Jay, start heavy breathing, Jay, please.
Yeah. If anyone don't know, yeah, it's Valentina Shevchenko and another, Alexa Grasso. So yeah, it's yeah. So, we got combat catch up tomorrow, or
yeah.
So it might be that as well. So yeah, you got a packed week, guys. Gopish, my channel as well. Loads of things going on over on the TIFO channels as well. So I think Drifty and Matt got things going on their channels as well. So it's a packed week, guys. So thank you very much for everyone joining us. Guys, go and subscribe to Cal's channel and make sure you go and subscribe to Copish as well.
Big up, bro.
Guys, we'll see you soon. Bye-bye for now. Appreciate everyone being here so late. Thank you. Bye-bye.